YouTube, what's up? Especially you, my Madden rebuild warriors. This one's for you. Let's keep this quick and simple. This one is about the best sim playbook in Madden 23 for your offense. Now, I know I put out a video earlier, months ago, about my favorite playbooks, but this playbook is the number one. It was number one pretty much all year. And I know what most of you are going to say. It's the Buccaneers. And yes, you can put up a lot of passing yards with the Buccaneers, and you've seen rookies that get drafted by the Buccaneers in your rebuilds, you know, contend for rookie of the year and put up over 5,000 yards passing. And it is a great playbook, but that's number two. Number one puts up about the same amount of passing yards, a little bit less, but when you have a really good running back, it's where it separates itself. Well, there's really no beating around the bush and making you wait till the end of the video or something like that to reveal my number one, and actually I think the undisputed number one quick sim playbook in Madden 23, and that is the Los Angeles Raiders playbook. Yes, Josh McDaniels offense. That is number one. That playbook not only puts up numbers that more than competes and sometimes exceeds that of the Bucs, but more importantly, I think you see way more consistent wins and losses, overall record compared to the Bucs. You can see the Bucs put up a ton of numbers and just barely make the playoffs. If you don't believe me, I highly recommend that you jump into a franchise soon and sim a couple seasons, and you will see. Generally, right away, I mean, you're going to see the Bucs quarterback, rookie, generally put up good numbers, and sometimes they'll sign a free agent, and he'll have a resurgent career year. Yes, the Bucs is a great playbook. There's no doubt about it. But you've also seen and probably faced the Raiders in your franchise playoffs and Super Bowls, and you've seen them have just as much success with rookies and sometimes veterans. Who have we seen going there? Anthony Richardson, he's gets drafted by the Raiders and just has an amazing year passing. There's some great playbooks out there, but as far as consistency and numbers, it's definitely the Raiders. All right, so real quick, I just want to show you some simulations. I did a lot, but this video would be very, very long if I showed you all of them. I'm going to do one season of quick simming with the Kansas City Chiefs starting week one. They were a lower overall than they finished the season, much lower. As my doggy walks around, she's a puppy, so she just woke up and I got to watch her. You can see her in the background. She's looking for my cat. Anyway, don't care. So I'm just going to do this right off the rip. Cold, one season each. One is with the Vegas Raiders playbook, and the second one is with the Buccaneers playbook. And you'll see the numbers are going to be very similar and stats, but I think the records will be a lot different because for whatever reason, the Buccaneers playbook puts up yards but doesn't put up as many wins generally. Now, there is a way that you can make every playbook way more successful. I'll go over that in another video. Every playbook has a key to being consistent, and that's in training. But I'll show you that later. I've talked about it before, but I learned more about what makes playbooks successful. So let's get into the part of the video where I show you the comparison of simulation numbers. All right, so here we have a season with the Kansas City Chiefs. We simmed right to the playoffs from week one. They went 13-4. Let's look at the stats. Patrick Mahomes throwing for 5,000 yards, 44 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not a great running back, but he put up 15 rushing touchdowns. That's generally what you're going to get with any running back in the Vegas Raiders. It's pretty darn good. And you got a 1,300-yard receiver in Juju Smith-Schuster, who's also not very fast. So we went 11-6 in this season with the Bucs. Let's look at the stats as I hit the wrong button. More yards, 5,200 yards, like 200 more yards, but less touchdowns, just as many interceptions. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, yes, he scored 15 rushing touchdowns. Yes, Mecole Hardman put up 1,600 yards receiving. Yes, the numbers are very similar, but as you can see, Patrick Mahomes threw way more touchdowns with the Vegas Raiders playbook. It's just as good, if not better, and the record was better. You can say, oh, this is just one sim for each. You got to do more simulations. Look, I've done a ton of simulations for these playbooks, and I mean, if you've done any rebuild, you've seen where this happens, where these two teams, no matter who's their quarterback, make the playoffs, make the Super Bowl, get better and better. So I highly recommend, I mean, if you want to push for a 6,000-yard passing season, you can with the Buccaneers. I believe you have to train the throw deep every week, and as your quarterback gets better, you're going to, get 5,500 yards passing, and if they're really good, you're going to get 6,000 yards passing, or darn near close, and put up near, over 55 passing touchdowns. Great, but I've seen those teams that put up big stats using the Bucs playbooks make the playoffs and then not win in the postseason. But I have a really good record of winning Super Bowls and putting up numbers just as good as the Bucs with the Las Vegas Raiders playbook. So who knows what will come Madden 24 season? Will it be the same? Will the training secrets be the same? I don't know. I'm going to put in all the work come Madden 24 for you to get that figured out. But like I said, it's the Raiders, baby. The Raiders playbook is the undisputed #1 best simulation playbook in all of Madden 23. Do you disagree? Put it to the test. Tell me what you think. What have you seen in your rebuilds? That's my dog barking. That is my cue to get out of here. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.